have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity.
We know the air is unfit to breathe and our food is unfit to eat. As if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy.
Silence! The great and powerful Oz knows why you have come.
You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
You have meddled with the primal forces of nature.
Don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, or what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts.
And now, Reality Rants with Jason Bermas.
And who loves you? And who do you love?
Hey everybody, Jason Bermas here, and I'm just asking questions, especially when it comes to 9/11. And that's really how I got my start in this arena, the thing that pushed me over the edge from just looking at things on the peripheral and accepting mainstream media and social and political narratives. Okay? But unfortunately, as we go into the new year, literally less than 3 hours away for the East Coast right now, the same old narratives surrounding 9/11 are truly in the way of us in any way, shape, or form, in reality, in my opinion, regaining access to a constitutional republic or a government formed by the people. 9/11 is still at the crux, okay? And that's why I continually say, color me skeptical that we're going to get the 9/11 documents that Trump promised on Fox News. I've really been disappointed that nobody with access to Trump has followed up on that, has acknowledged that statement, because the story we're going to go over is the fact that right now, the plea deals of several of the quote-unquote masterminds, is what they, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, etc., of 9/11 and the associates of the hijackers, the network, etc., are actually going to be finalized, it appears. Okay, now, I want to go back to the horrible takes that people had on that story when it was first announced that these plea deals were going to happen, because once that was said, there was a public outcry, and then those plea deals were to be rescinded. And now, through the court system, it appears that they are actually going to go through. And 99% of those takes were hot garbage. They were invalidic, moronic takes like the Biden administration soft on terrorism. Massive audiences. First of all, let's take a look at the court system, whether or not these are American citizens, okay, and the detention system behind these three individuals that have now been imprisoned in Guantanamo Bay, a totally illegal torture facility, for 2+ decades. I have a problem with that. I'm not saying they're good people. I don't know that. But I also don't know the intricacies of their involvement. I don't know the type of torture that they have been subject to. And when we're talking about decades-long detention and military tribunals? My God. I mean, does that sound like a system that in any way, shape, or form is going to exonerate anybody of a crime, even if they're innocent? No. Sorry. Those are the discussions people should have had. Okay? So we're going to show you the latest. Then I'm going to show you both the FBI and the CIA just kind of blasé talking about, people wonder, well, why are they getting these plea deals? Folks, I've done documentary films on this, but let me assure you, okay, the stuff we're going to show you is Al Bayoumi and the CIA, FBI connections and the hijackers. The hijackers, several of them lived at and trained on U.S. bases. Walid al-Shieri lived in a neighborhood where Sarah Albritton called the CIA on him, and nothing was done. These people were shepherded, protected, and trained by operatives on the inside here. Okay, and that's way why I'm skeptical that we're ever going to get the documentation. And it's a damn shame because listen, that's the Band-Aid that needs to be ripped the truck off. Okay. All right, we're going to get the article in a moment. Folks, here's the deal. We're back. We're back to, Bermas tackling, several subjects that are smaller, the shorter 10-minute to 30-minute videos. This one's going to be a pretty short video right here, even though it's a big subject and it still matters. And I would encourage people to go watch Fabled Enemies right now in my playlist section, especially if you're unaware of it, and just go down the line with everything I just said about those hijackers. That's like the first 30 minutes of the movie before you get to the Israeli involvement. If you want to know the real Pakistani, Saudi Arabian, Israeli involvement in 9/11, it is documented in my films. Okay? Just please go watch them. I want to thank everybody that has now come in and support me. The Buy Me a Coffee link, obviously you're seeing it on the screen, but it is down below. And, the other platforms, other ways to support the broadcast. Want to give a big shout out to Rebecca and Big Hair Tsunami, some of the most recent donors. I really would not be able to do this without you guys. So, Biden administration handed big defeat in 9/11 mastermind case after shocking U-turn. Okay? So Lloyd Austin, the defense secretary, revoked the proposed plea deals. Now, I want to reiterate, not only are we talking about detention for decades, I believe this case when it first really got started, it was like 2012. We're on the eve of 2025 right now. Does that sound like that could be a fair trial in any regard? I don't care what you think about Muslims or Islam, etc. Think about if they can do this to these people, they can do it to anybody. That's why black sites like Guantanamo Bay and Abu Ghraib are bad news brown. And one of the big tricks of the QAnon movement, right? It's happening. Trust the plan. Is you'd constantly hear fairy tales, Johnny Nonsense of Tom Hanks and Ellen DeGeneres and John McCain in Guantanamo Bay, or that we are actually holding Assange in Guantanamo Bay as a good guy. Ridiculous. Like literally legitimizing fantasy world, okay, that legitimizes torture with these people that are supposed to be smart, right? They're supposed to know about the deep state. Come on. Let's grow up. Let's be adults. All right? So let's check this out. All right? And basically, it's just sparing their lives. I mean, and not much of a life to live. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed and his accomplices, Walid Ben Atesh and Mustafa al-Hawase, could be spared the death penalty. The Military Appeals Court reportedly published its ruling on Monday evening, which opens the door for the plea deals to be finalized. All right, so now there's going to be horrible take after horrible take on 9/11. And I just really quickly want to show you, this is, went to the wrong one. We went back to the old Musker Doodle. Go check out that video. Khalid al-Madar and Nawaf al-Hamzi, I've been reporting for almost 20 years that they lived with and rented from an FBI informant. All this stuff is on the record. We played the videos of Richard Clark talking about, I mean, it's over the top. And then, here's the CIA.gov possible Saudi government connections to the 9/11 plot or plotters. We need blanket declassification, period. I know it's not going to, I wish it weren't Fantasyland. I wish it weren't Hopiumville. But let's be adults about this. Nobody. If these guys were guilty of the things they said, how long should it take to, let's give them a 5-year loop. Like a 5-year loop. Like that, I think that would be excessive. I think even 2 might be excessive. But we're talking now 2+ decades in torture facilities. We need to stop this. We need to close places like Gitmo and Abu Ghraib. We need to shine a light on the things that we did there. Okay? Remember when we actually did that? Like post-Iraq war, when you actually had those horrific videos and photographs come out. A lot of people didn't see the stuff that the media didn't publish. The media published some pretty gruesome stuff. Let me tell you, not great. Not great. Has it been reformed? I mean, I'm ever the skeptic. Folks, like I said, we're doing shorter videos. I want you to thumbs this one up, subscribe, share, let people know about the channel. Check out the other platforms. Watch all the documentary films for free, and please share them as well. Really encourage you to download them as well. Throw them on USB sticks. Bring them to people. Put them on the hard drive. Throw them up in the cloud over in your Google or iPhone or your Dropbox storage. And share people the links. I want people to see Shade the Motion Picture, Loose Change Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, okay? Invisible Empire and New World Order Defined. I think all of those films stand up today. I, again, want to thank everybody out there for supporting the broadcast. You can do so on the links down below, $5, $10, $15. It does mean the world to me, and it's going to keep these videos moving into the new year. Once again, I hope you have a great evening as you ring that in. Be safe, and remember, this guy is not about left or right. It is always about right and wrong. I absolutely love you guys, and we will see you all